Right, so I'm April 25th. I play games and then I talk about it. Today I'm playing FortressCraft Evolved in another episode of my 2018 Explain Along. Okay, welcome to my slightly more construction paste filled world. That's why I'm out of construction paste. So I'm making this coal into construction paste so I can finish closing up this big room because I am having some lag problems, though I got it a little better. I closed up the coal room completely. I extended this. I haven't closed it yet. I need to do that. I'm working on the construction paste because I wanted to lay out this room. This just looks like a mess. This is going to be my biomass room. I'm going to bring up the biomass in a cargo lift. I'm trying something a little new this time. So in the past, I've had biomass coming up in one place and then getting brought over through carts to a room where I turn it into fuel. However, why? The main thing I use the biomass, I think the only thing I use the biomass for is the plastic pellets and then turning it into fuel. So I might as well bring up the biomass here, and then once it's up, I can shuffle it off to the things for making the plastic pellets and making the fuel. So I'm going to try that this time. I tried to kind of mock up how big I thought the room would need to be, and where I wanted the cargo lift to see how that would go. I'm really hoping I don't have to put it in the wrong place. However, that brings me to another issue. Oh, wait, duh. I forgot to make myself the GPS tool. So that should be step one. Step two will be writing down that spot where I want that cargo lift to be and hoping that I don't do my usual problem of being like one off. So I've had a few things making for myself. I'm still making those 50 or whatever transport pipes, but I've been making what I need for cargo lifts. Let's see if I can make myself GPS tool. No, I probably have to research it first. I am really glad that I have my mass storage manufacturer set up again because I've already been making myself stuff. No, suit headlight. I mean, I might as well get it, but that's not what I'm after. Does anybody see a GPS tool? The other thing I installed was the Mark II auto excavator, so I'll have to make myself one of those. GPS tool, Mark II auto excavator, and we'll see what that's about. I was very interested in that description. Let me just go turn on biofuel research because I know I need that quite soon. The crystal finished up while I was messing around. Okay, this needs a bit of everything, which is fine. I love my setup here because I have a bit of everything ready and waiting. That'll probably be done before I end the episode. And then make myself the GPS tool. I probably need to do it over there because I don't have any sort of components in my inventory right now. Hopefully I can do it here. GPS tool. I just want one of these. Oh man, it's that's easy. What goes into the headlight? I might as well do it. Again, yes, I might as well do it. Anything else here that I don't have? I have everything there. How are you, Arthur? Well, I can put everything together in an upgrade pack. And otherwise I have everything. So let's make him an upgrade pack. I should probably... maybe because it's in the suit inventory? No, that's mine. That one's his. That one's his.
crafting.
There we go. So I was just combining those 3 items into an upgrade pack. Before the suit inventory existed, that was really, really nice to have. It's still nice to have, but not quite as essential. And just keep on with the construction paste, because I've been going through it like crazy. Okay, this is going to take a second. Let me look at the rest of my list. Oh yeah, so one thing I made while I was messing around was 2 more crystal coal infusers. So I have the ability to upgrade my coal one more time, so I think I'll do that. I'm gonna just upgrade over here. Pretty soon I'm probably gonna want to set up a coal station over on the other side of the base. And that one can be upgraded as well. So this is nice and easy, really. So the crystal coal infusers do call for enriched coal as an input. So if you're having problems, that's the the first kind of mistake to make. They require power as well. So it's the same setup, just 1 space in between for conveyor belt, and then the crystal core infuser, and out comes infused coal with that nice pretty green color. Let's let everybody kind of run out of enriched coal a bit, work through the system, and then I will worry about changing again. So that's the bad news. I'm going to have to go to each and every little station and change this from enriched coal to infused coal. But it's a good thing I did this a little bit early. I mean, it's not that early, but could be worse. And now I won't have to do it again. I just want to get this out of my inventory. Was I waiting on? Oh yeah, GPS tool. Where you at? Still working. Let's see. Is it this one? That's working on the headlight. This is working on a basic cargo lift, which is missing storage hoppers, which is interesting because I made... Oh, I apparently I didn't make storage hoppers. This is running low on lightweight machine housings. Yeah, aren't we always? And this needs basic PCBs. Oh, I don't have basic PCBs in there. Do I? So now that crafting has been revamped, there are... I think I still have a PCB maker set up in here. But with crafting revamped, there are certain... That was... Oh, that was a light. Just destroying stuff. Okay. Well, I don't want... Okay. We're gonna figure this out. Yeah. So there's definitely still stuff that, like basic PCBs that you don't really use very often with the base game crafting anymore. Like, I have not needed that, so I didn't even have it set up. But then when I use a mod that was made previously, back when basic PCBs were a common manufacturing item, now suddenly I need that. So that's a little annoying, but that is life. Here we go. How many of these did I make? And then let's see how this is doing. We got 52 and 48. Wow, I do go through enriched coal kind of fast. I want to let the enriched coal completely run out over there, and then even like let things go a little longer so that the enriched coal everywhere else in the system can kind of start to get used up. And then I want to go around switching everything to infused coal. I needed to give these PCBs to the system. There we go. And then once those get stored, that should be good. Titanium ore out of storage for 191 minutes. That's quite a while, but oh, I'm probably not going through it very fast, so it just hasn't had the cargo lift run in quite a while. I got a couple transport pipes. I got the suit headlight. Let's put that somewhere. Still waiting on those 2 storage hoppers. And, oh, 2 copper wires too. That'll probably take a little while. I'm having a hard time definitely keeping up on copper wire. And I have all this copper sitting in my inventory. So it might be a great time to go dump it into the system to make copper wire. Let's see. Tin bar, gold bar, copper bar. I got 5 carts assigned to fetch copper. I'm gonna go for 6. Oh, so I saw something else interesting when I went to check the download those mods. In the workshop, the #1 downloaded mod right now is fixing research for mining carts. So apparently, I keep thinking, wow, I'm surprised that I don't have the upgrade for mining carts yet. Well, apparently it's just broken. You have to have the Patreon thing figured out to even research the old mining carts. So, I guess I'm gonna have to like log into Discord or something to try to figure out how to get my access. Or I can just install the mod. I don't know, I'm a bit torn. I might just want to install the mod. I just have concerns about just how hard it's been for me to get access to the Patreon stuff. What happens when the DLC comes out, if it's slightly different from what everyone else is seeing or whatever? I don't know. They're not very good concerns, but they're concerns. Okay, now we have a GPS tool. Where does that show up? Ah, right at the top. I like it. And then I'm going to have to find... over here. This is really quite a ways from the power, so the power that's getting dropped down to the bottom is dropped down right around there. So I was trying to keep as close as possible to that so I don't have to build too many tubes. Let's write this down. Where are we at? We're at X36 Z79. That's where I want the center of my lift to be. Let's see how that goes. And I'm gonna stop and get cargo paste, not cargo paste, construction paste on the way. That should probably just be on my gravestone when I die. Stop to get construction paste on the way. It's getting a little closer to empty, but no, there's still plenty of that to go. Hey, and I. And down we go. Yeah, every time I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna spread out my infrastructure, and then I look around and the buildings are right by each other. Every time. Where's my lift? Okay, here we come. I had concerns. Okay, there we go. Okay. There's my other lift. And then I'm gonna have to dig around a bit to reach this. Is the... there's a little circle at the top left of my UI that I think that's new. That's interesting. I mean, it must have come from the GPS tool. I wonder what it does. Okay, let's head towards X36 is still quite a ways back here. Wow. And then Z55 is out over here. If I remember correctly, that's going to be a giant drop into a cavern. So let's see how that goes. But that works out really nicely. Like, this was really not that far away from where this is going to end up being. Oh, hey, look, titanium. Titanium, right? Titanium. Yeah. I'll let this finish digging out for me, but I'm going to go ahead and help it along. I'm going to have to figure out how to build out without wasting too much construction paste. Probably I just want to do one... Yeah. One giant pillar. And then make it out far enough to hook onto that. Though it looks like there's like a stalagmite over there, and that might not have been necessary. Oh, it's coming along. It's just turning the other way. Yeah, because I think that's the same. I didn't even need that pillar. There we go. And then this is still 67. Wow, it's further over here than I was expecting that I need to be. Okay. No. There we go. So, in theory, a couple more up here. Oh. I thought there was a weird noise, and I guess it was just the atmospheric music, not an actual weird noise. It's quite, yeah, very atmospheric. Much atmosphere. So we were doing 36, so one more that way, and 79, so one more this way. Now we got 36 and 79. That's what I need to figure out. Let's go ahead and bring over something here. And then something here. Only full. I'll add another lens, even though that won't do me too much good. Well, no, I think up there, yeah, it might help. Yeah, this is higher. Let's make sure this has a lens. There we go. I'm just gonna dig over this way manually. So I'm at negative 529. I wonder how high these go. Does it say somewhere? It doesn't say anywhere useful. They used to go up 256, but I think they go up further now. I bet it's 512. In which case, this is almost gonna make it, but not quite. I'll just manually dig that down then, because I'm not gonna wanna go set this up again. When you're digging further than these can go, they you have to kind of hunt up there and then build across the bottom and then put it back down and all that. A little annoying. Oh, I need tubes. I wonder what... Yeah, no. So, luckily, coming soon, there's this, one of the one of the great things you can use the fuel I'm working on for is an auto excavator that actually punches down instead of digging up, and it just uses 50 fuel canisters, so it's really nicely portable. I do tend to accidentally run under it when I'm taking it apart a lot and then kill myself, but other than that, it's fabulous. I don't know, do I have enough? Oh, I do have enough. Alright, this is like the full setup for down here. I am definitely going to need a lot of rack rails up top, so I should probably have been grabbing those. I'm having rack rails problems again anyway, so my earlier solution to the fact that they were transferring over was I just let the other components fill up beside them, and then they didn't transfer over because there was no room for them to transfer. Except now that I have all those components moving over to my mass storage area, everything emptied out again, and the rack rail is just given free rein to fill out. So I still need to fix that. I still need to set up my conveyor belts for those to get made somewhere useful as well. I have this to-do list from earlier episodes of things I never quite finished doing. Such is life. I'm getting closer though. I closed up the coal room. That was one I talked about a lot. Oh, nice. Every once in a while, things line up poorly, and then that punches like right through there, and that's unfortunate. It looks like it'll probably miss any crystal too. Crystal is hard, because when you try to go through the crystal, that doesn't so much work. I don't know, can the Mark II build gun get rid of crystal? I'm not sure. I kind of think it still can. Go. I'm lagging. Okay, there we go. Let me go check on my research. Grab some rack rails. How you doing? You seem to still have plenty of stuff going. Oh yeah, it's come along quite a bit, but there's a lot to... It's managing to keep the iron full. The tin is a bit behind, but also I don't think it's using more tin. So, okay, we're good. That's about halfway done. Very nice. Grab rack rails. And then 100 rack rails. 100 servo motors. Some rack rails that work their way over here. Well, the good news is I got plenty of rack rails. There's a weird noise. I don't know what that was. I wonder if it's when Arthur gets too close. And then over here, let me go ahead and build if I have the things. Yeah, I think it used to be over here and I moved it. I'm gonna build my cargo lifts. So I got 9 cargo lift controllers. And if I'm just a little off, this is going to be awkward. One, two, three. Question. Where did I put this? No, I think they came to this way.
Structure complete.
And then when it comes up... So it should be able to finish like almost up to here, but not quite. Let me go dig down by like 20 so I'll even know when it gets up here, right? That's my hope, at least. there we go. I'll do one more. And then that should get it all the way up. That's very cheering. I ran out of construction paste earlier as I was laying this out. I got more now, so I guess I can fill that in a little bit. And then I gotta wait for that to come all the way up before I can drop more rack rails. I can set up my power, but you've seen me do that plenty of times before. I think it might be time to end the episode. It might be a little early, but that's okay. I'm going to, in between, I'm really just going to let the lift run a bit, and then I'm going to let the rack rails drop down. And when we come back, I'm going to have a lot of the research will be done, and I'm going to have the ability to start making my plastic pellets and stuff, and then I'll start laying that out. I'll have biomass being delivered. It'll be very nice. I can set up my fuel canister automation up here, which is thrilling. A little bit of that is for using for fuel. I don't even have anything right now where I'm like really wanting a jet turbine to use for power. That's kind of your lots of power option. But I am going to want to start making missiles, and that's the other thing those fuel canisters are used in. So, good progress. Thank you for watching. Now go do something epic.